going to talk about partnership profiles, including initiation, navigation, completion, accessing, and submission. Partnership profiles are part of the application process designed to collect the information that MSHDA needs to determine the applicant's financial and organizational capacity. One partnership profile can be completed and used for multiple grant applications throughout MSHDA. This also saves the applicant's time because they don't have to upload the same document multiple times. Partnership profiles can be created and completed by agency administrators, authorized officials, and authorized signers, but only the authorized official can submit the partnership profile. After logging into the MAT 2.0 system, you'll be taken to the home screen. To initiate the partnership profile, click the View Opportunities button under View Available Opportunities. Search for the partnership profile for your organization and click Create Partnership Profile. This will show you the Partnership Profile menu. Click View Forms under View, Edit, and Complete Forms. This will display the Partnership Profile Forms menu. This menu includes all the forms that need to be completed in order to submit the partnership profile for review. The organization type page should be completed first. Your responses in this section affect what you see in the other pages. Under the main navigation tabs, you will see several green buttons that change depending on which page you're on. Your Save and Next buttons are both here, along with one that will save the current page and take you on to the next page. You can also download a printer-friendly version of the page, add a note, or check for errors. Directly above the main section of each page, you will see a navigation tree that shows where you are. You can click on Partnership Profile menu or Forms menu within that tree to take you back to those pages. After saving the organization type page, your navigation links will be available at the bottom of each page. You can use these links to take you directly to any page in the menu. After a page has been saved, the menu displays the username and date timestamp of the user that first saved the form in the Created By column. The Last Modified By column displays the username and date timestamp of the user that last modified the form. Also, the icon next to the form will change to indicate that it has been saved or if there are any errors on the page. The page with the pencil means that it has been saved. The page with no pencil means that it has not been saved. And that orange hexagon with the hand means there is an error on that page that must be addressed before the partnership profile can be submitted. You will see a red asterisk next to each question that must be completed. If you've missed a required question, the system will show an error at the top of the page where you missed it, and it will show the orange error message button here. This is the organization type page. Select your organization type from the menu. You will need to select government or non-governmental. If your agency is a counseling agency through the homeownership division, a vendor contractor, or a TA provider, please select the appropriate radio buttons. On to the organizational information page. Here you will fill out the contact information for the executive director or the highest elected official, the contact person for your organization, the financial officer, and the governing board member. If the person is already in the MAT system, you can pick their name in the drop-down menu and it will complete the information for you. Complete the contact information for each satellite office. If you don't have a satellite office, you can skip this question. If you have a large number of satellite offices, you can upload a list that must include all of the information asked for on this page for each satellite office. Next, you will select the counties where your agency provides services. This includes all services provided by your agency. For the next question, you will select all the divisions within MSHDA with which you plan to apply for funding in the next 12 months. If you do apply for funding with a division that you did not select here, it will not stop you from applying, but it may slow the process down. The next section asks if your organization is in compliance with all MSHDA policies and programs. Then it goes into whether your organization is a HUD-approved counseling agency and asks about HUD audits in the past 12 months, including findings. It asks if your organization, including individuals, entities, and contractors, is listed on the HUD debarment list. It also asks if the organization, employees, or contractors have been indicted for a violation under federal law relating to an election for federal office. On to the organization members page. This page will list all the members of your organization who are listed as active in the system. Check to ensure that this list is correct. Uncheck the box to the left of any organizational members who should no longer be active in the system. You can also update the roles for each member using the drop-down box. On the financial information page, we ask if you have an annual audit. If you have an audit, you will complete question 2 with the information for the auditor. If you do not have an annual audit, you will complete question 3 with the information for the person who prepares your annual financial statements. Either question 2 or question 3 must be completed. After completing the audit section, you will give the beginning and end dates for the current fiscal year and move on to the annual budget section. You will enter the agency's budget for the current and previous fiscal years. You will also need to enter the budget for the housing or housing-related activities and the general fund dollars budgeted for housing or housing-related activities. The narrative page asks you to describe your organization's target or service area, the primary services you provide, and about your organization's participation in a continuum of care. It also asks questions about the community plans, including the Community Master Plan, Strategic Housing Plan, City, County, or Regional Plan, and placemaking strategies. These plans should be uploaded on the line asking about the specific plan. We ask if there is a process for program beneficiaries to advise the organization on affordable housing. Community housing development organizations must describe activity in the area over the last year, including changes made in the formal process since the last CHODO certification. Evidence of these changes should be uploaded here. It also asks government agencies to identify which areas of the local unit of government are served by public water and sewer, and to describe other local services provided by the local government supporting local housing initiatives. Question 13 is for all organizations. It asks about turnover and the steps taken to maintain the capacity to deliver services. For the required attachments page, you will need to upload the documents requested. The system gives you the options to fax, mail, or upload each file, but we require them to be uploaded. Please don't fax or mail them to our office. All organizations, including nonprofits and governmental organizations, will need to complete the first 7 questions. You will need to upload the organizational mission statement, board of directors list, and organizational chart. You will also need to upload the housing employee roster that should include all full and/or part-time employees whose duties include housing development or housing services and the total number of hours worked per week. The target or service area map and your agency's most recent financial statement must also be uploaded. If your agency's contributions are less than $250,000, your financial statement must be signed by the authorized official for your agency. If your agency's contributions are between $250,000 and $499,999, financial statements must be reviewed or audited by a certified professional accountant. If your agency's contributions are $500,000 or greater, or you are a governmental agency, an audited financial statement is required, including any auditor letters and letters to management. The single audit certification form must be attached whether your agency is required to complete a single audit or not. If your organization is required to complete a single audit, the audit must also be attached. The final 9 questions are only for non-governmental organizations. You will need to upload your agency's most recently filed tax return, including schedules, current fiscal year operating budget, certificate of good standing dated within the last 12 months, IRS 501c3 designation, articles of incorporation, and organizational bylaws. If your organization is a community housing development organization, you will need to upload your authorization letter for MISTA CHODO. If you are not a CHODO, please select Nonprofit Organization is not a CHODO. If your organization is a community housing development organization in a participating jurisdiction, you will need to upload your authorization letter for local PJ CHODO. You can also select that your agency is not located within a HUD participating jurisdiction or that your nonprofit is not a CHODO. You will also need to upload your employee status, which is a list indicating the number of paid personnel working 35 hours or more per week and the number of working less than 25 hours per week. For the legislative information page, you will select the U.S. Congressional District, State Senate districts, and State House of Representative district numbers your organization serves. Hold the Control key and click to select multiple district numbers. When you save the page, the U.S. congressional representatives, state senators, and state representatives will populate below each section. There are 3 ways to get back to the Partnership Profile menu after leaving or to submit the profile. If you are already in the Partnership Profile but need to go back to the menu to submit, click on the document link at the top of any page. If you are not currently in the Partnership Profile, it will be in your task list. From the home screen in MAT 2.0, scroll to My Lists and click Open Tasks. Select the document link. If you are not currently in the Partnership Profile, you can also click on the Partnership Profile tab at the top of the page, taking you to a page to search your Partnership Profile. If you select Search without choosing a status, the system will show all the Partnership Profiles at any stage for your organization. If you would rather shorten that list, you can select Profile in Progress as the status to only show Partnership Profiles that are in progress. Click on the document link in blue to take you to the Partnership Profile menu. Once the entire profile has been completed with no errors, the authorized official can submit the profile. Go to the Partnership Profile menu page and click View Status Options. To submit the Partnership Profile, select the top green button under Profile Submitted. If more than one profile is created, it can get confusing, leading to completion of parts of each profile instead of the one whole profile. If this happens to you, you can cancel extra profiles here. To cancel the Partnership Profile, select the bottom green button under Profile Canceled. If you have questions about the Partnership Profile process, please email your questions to the HOPE email box listed here.